Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. Sorry for my voice. It's as good as it's gonna get. I'm still a little bit sick. Hopefully it doesn't come up too much on the microphone anyway. But I felt like recording even though I don't feel great. Last time I did that, I drafted Storm and it was awesome. So let's see if we can do that. Looking at Lightning Bolt or like a Windswept Heath for the first pick here. Windswept Heath definitely has. It is a green fetch. I think green fetch is better than a red Lightning Bolt. Pretty close though, but the green deck just cares about having fetches quite a bit, and that puts it over the edge for me. We had taken Lightning Bolt. Pyrokinesis is probably a good thing. We could take a Spring Heart Nantoko, but I think I want to take Stomping Ground. You could still take Pyrokinesis. I don't like this card. It's fine. Like, a land enters, you get a creature, it's fine. I'm gonna take a Stomping Ground. I just don't think that card's that good. There's the Mako. I do love that card. Or Mako, people said, I guess, is the how you should say it. That's a Swords. There's a Titania. Athari's quite good. We have a Windswept Teeth. I'm gonna grab a Swords. It's just the best removal spell. Lightning Bolt is pretty good. I was questioning whether or not to take it, whatever. Swords kills anything. Well, it doesn't even kill exiles. And that's just insane. Okay, then we get Lutri we could take. We could take Prismatic Vista for better fixing. I do like Detective's Phoenix. We could grab Survival. it's not too late for that one. Winds of Abandon is also okay. What does this card do? Earthbend 2. This is gonna not show me what Earthbend does either. None of the cards anymore say what they do on them. Search your library for a basic land card, put a value tap, then shuffle. Whenever your land control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. And then if there's 4 counters, put a counter on a creature you control against trample. Okay, so you play a bunch of lands against stuff. I think Earthbend makes a creature of some kind. So this like spawns makes a creature. I'm just gonna grab a survival. There's a Detective's Phoenix in the pack. I love survival of the fittest. We'll see if it comes around and like what even happens here. The beauty of draft, and I try to stress this, is like you're not committed to any strategy whatsoever until the end of the draft. I could completely abandon all of these picks, do something else entirely. I could take Meticulous Archive to go with Windswept Heath. This is up for Bant. That's pretty interesting. There's also Great Divide Guide, which is just kind of insane. Perfect mana, perfect. I guess just allies can tap for mana, but this is good if we do get like a Bazaar of Baghdad or something. Am I likely to play that? Probably not. I'm gonna take Meticulous Archive. Okay, well, never mind. The Hogaak, we have Survival. I mean, come on. Let's do it. Grab the Gak. Hogaak in Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant, Hogaak, sort of a combo, sort of not. The Vigilance on this is pretty good. You could attack and then convoke Hogaak. So that does make it a bit better. This being cheaper is kind of nice. But I think we're likely wanting to be green. I'm going to take this. I really don't like this card. Okay, we got that one. We have six mills cards and lets us get lands back. Leovold's okay. Wan Shi Tong's huge. Shadowy Backstreet gives us access to black mana off of Windswept Heath. So we could be like 15 colors. I'm just going to take 6. Green is feeling open. Okay, Master of Death. Do I preemptively take a Master of Death? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, we get the Nantoko. It is good with Hogaak. We'll give it that. Probably Loot is the correct pick, but come on. You know what we're doing here. Blooming Marsh, Hedge Maze. Questing Beast is actually quite good. Another card with Vigilance that hits really hard. Are we like Selesnya Hogaak? That would be very spicy. With Survival, Master of Death. Oh, yeah. This isn't even preemptively. I just have Survival in my deck already. So now Survival of the Fittest is just green, get a creature. And the discard is really not a cost anymore because Master of Death. It's also not really a cost because of Hogaak. Because we can go Survival, Hogaak, discard Hogaak, grab something else, and then keep going. So you don't really need this card, but it is good if you get Bazaar or other discard outlets. Oh gosh, this pack we don't have much time. I'm gonna take, I guess, Earthbender Ascension. I don't really know again what the heck this card does. Take a Thespian Stage. Is there like any world? No, there's not. I'm just never Dark Depthsing ever. Bountiful Landscape is a fetchable green. Sure. Night of the Reliquary. Okay, so we're green white. Uh so far that's all I got. Underworld Breach, Avos Pilgrim, Currency Converter, Mind Twist, Marsh Flats. I think I just want to take fetches. I have Nantuko and whatever the heck this card does. Earthbend 2. I don't know if that gives you two things. I don't know exactly what the things are or if it gives you a 2/2. But I think getting a fetchable. Someone took Titania out of the last pack, actually, didn't they? They did. So green with fetches actually is not a great place to go. Pilgrim does help with green-white just swords. I could go mono green discard. Let's take a currency converter. See what happens there. There's a wasteland. There's a Cedar Wayfinder that's likely to come around. Wasteland's just a good card with some early aggression. There's Horizon Canopy that can help us actually cast the Swords to Plowshares. I'm going to take a Wasteland. Okay. Natural Order for Hogaak is something. I don't know if it's good. Razorverge Thicket can definitely help us cast swords. Probe's alright. I don't hate a probe. And I have not the best red fixing for Ren and 6, but Ren and 6 is also pretty good with discard stuff too. I'll take this. Very high upside. There's a Root Walla, there's the One Ring. This probably wheels. This is just kind of nuts. Yeah, take the One Ring. Don't gotta do a lot for this card to be good. Okay, this pack's pretty bad for us overall. We can try an Uro. I could grab Lorien Revealed. That doesn't exactly work with what we have, although it is kind of cool with Currency Converter as a discard trigger. Fractured Identity is probably the pickup. It's just the best card by far. Okay, Town Greeter, Once Upon a Time. I do like Evora. I don't think that's really where we're at. That puts us... Okay, this is colorless. I'm putting this over here. So right now we are Bant. I could take No More Lies. I could take Lose Focus. I could just grab Town Greeter if I really, really want to go in on like Hogaak plus Wasteland stuff. I'm going to grab Once Upon a Time. If I do get Bazaar, this is going to be really good at finding it, but it's also just good at getting the stuff that this deck maybe needs. Which is quite a bit at this point. We got a lot of 3-drops. I could also ditch white if I need to. I want to put this here, I guess. Yeah, it's looking a little suspicious, but this gives us blue-white tapped. We already have blue-white tapped. This gives us red, green, green, blue. There's something going on. Okay, then we get the Chocobo. This card is open if I want to pivot into that, right? I could take Faithless Looting. But honestly, in this deck, Chocobo's kind of sick. I have, I guess, one fetch. I have Ren and 6. Although I do want to go red for Ren and 6. Good with the fetches and stuff. So I could grab Faithless Looting for that reason. But looting overall isn't amazing in the deck. I'm going to take the Chocobo. I need more turn 1 plays that actually do something. Birds of Paradise, very good with everything we have. This card is also kind of interesting, but hard to pass the birds. I hate it on this card. We're going to find out if it's good. It is also a bird. Couple bird squad here. We're going to find out if it's good. See what happens. Still hating on this card. That has not changed. Bayou. Let's Winspeed get black, which doesn't matter. Snuff Out doesn't matter. Talon Gates is okay. I could take Force of Vigor. It is like a pretty good interactive card. Because I just don't think this deck is ever going to want black. I'm going to take Force of Vigor, I guess. I could also take Underworld Breach. I don't really know what that's going to do, though. I'm going to take Force. There's Cedar Wayfinder. There's Tarmogoyf. Mind Collapse is alright. I guess I'll take the Wayfinder. It is pretty good with Hogaak. Tarmogoyf is just huge. And this deck is kind of... There's another Wayfinder coming around. I don't want two of it. So I'm going to take Tarmogoyf and then try and get the other one to come around. I could like grab this and hope Natural Order wheels. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to take this card. There's the Root Walla. Is there anything else I want more? No. I don't know if I'm playing this. It's like, if we get Bazaar Pack 3, maybe. Crop Rotation, if we get Bazaar Pack 3, I would consider. There's the other Root Walla, or the Wayfinder. So we got, this is like strictly better Satyr Wayfinder, I think. Except it's not different creature types. But if you get a town, which I don't think we have any, it does the thing. So currently not playing either of these. Kappa Cannoneer last pick. Wow. But this deck is looking real wild. Someone took my Avacyn's Pilgrim too, so we're definitely fighting someone for like a lands deck. We got their Wasteland. We'll see what else we can snipe. Malevolent Rumble is very good here. Path is good. Scalding Tarn or Bloodstained Mire might help. Delighted Halfling lets us cast the One Ring, Questing Beast. That's not legendary. That's not legendary. So that one's also okay. I really like Rumble here. Like, put Hogaak into the graveyard, get a Chocobo, cast the Chocobo. That's kind of sick. Fetch lands, again, are really, I guess with Chocobo, higher value too. We have Chocobo and Nantuko. So this can get black-red. We have Stomping Ground. Ugh. This can get blue-red. Stomping Ground or Archive. This is technically a tri-land for us, right? This gets white through that, and then red through this. Problem is if both of those cards are gone, we just don't have anything, but I'm gonna take it. There's an Ancestral. I did just take better fixing. And there's not much else in the pack for us. This is like such a bad Ancestral deck. This deck really doesn't even want this card. Like, it's not actively bad, but it's really not actively good for the deck either. Hard to cast, on a splash. Like, Aspara's Headquarters might just be better, but the problem is this just wheels, right? So, we're not... The opportunity cost of taking this card is very low, even though I don't think it's what the deck wants or needs. It's not very good. Oko's alright. We're very incentivized to play blue now, so I could consider Oko. I think Elspeth is genuinely better than Oko. Just like, very few cards can win the game like this card can. And with the way our deck is shaping up, this might be just the better play. Could also grab a Tundra. But I think Elspeth is... Tundra makes Scalding Tarn get untapped. It also lets Windswept Heath get untapped. No shot this wheels, though. How do I get double white? This can grab it, this can grab it. Alright. I think this card's just so important here. There's Mana Confluence, there's the Root Walla. Let's make sure we can get our mana. Okay. Generous End can grab anything. At this point, we could grab Remand or Reprieve, which I think I want that instead of other stuff. First bit of interaction is generally quite good. Our deck is desperately missing removal. Exploration. Hang on a second. That could give something... That could give Ancestral something to be good for. I kind of like that. It's not Fast Bond. Fast Bond would be way better, but... Like, yeah, Ren and 6 Ancestral. I kind of like this. We're getting somewhere. I don't know if it's a good place that we're going. Memory Jar doesn't work with Exploration quite like Fast Bond does. I don't think any of these other cards are quite playable. Maybe Giver of Runes. Jetmir's Garden gives us a fetchable green-white, which I currently don't have. Okay, that's going there. Brissy Bill is good. Temple Garden is much better as a fetchable green-white. Sarah Paragon's okay. Brissy Bill is pretty good. I have Exploration as well. Grow your team, get counters. 35 with... I have 22 playables. I'm going to take this. It's just so important. There's the Rumble. Actually very happy about Rumble here. Really good with 6 as well, right? Fill your graveyard, do some things. This deck is really, really missing removal, which is why I took Elspeth so highly, because you don't need removal if you could just kill them, right? Play Elspeth, give Hogaak plus whatever the heck this does, flying and go crazy. Seems fun to me. At this point, probably need a Leyline Binding. I like Lush Portico, Sylvan Carotid, whatever, but this does give us, you know, it shores up the one weakness I was talking about, which is no removal. This is also probably not a card I can use. We do have Stomping Ground with some fetches for it. Firebolt. Actually, we do have some moderately accessible red. So I could run a Unholy Heat if I needed it. I don't have any discard, so I don't think Currency Converter is getting there. But I do have like Town Greeter Rumble stuff. Oh, I have Survival of the Fittest. Is that good enough for Currency Converter? It's mostly going to be making tutus. They are black for Hogaak. You know what? I think that's because on its own you can loot as well. We'll try it. It's fine. Do I have any other discard? If it's just those two, it's pretty bad. Wishclaw, no. I think it's literally just survival plus currency converter. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch that. Okay. Bountiful Landscape is fetchable, but I have to play basic mountain and island. I don't think I can play basic mountain in my deck. Jetmir's Garden gives us another good fetchable red-white mana source. Someone took my Mana Tithe also. But this deck's actually looking not bad. I know people are going to say, what the heck, but it's looking decent. We have Master of Death plus Survival. We have Rumble, Once Upon a Time, Tarmogoyf, Town Greeter, Questing, like just a bunch of good cards. and then a Hogaak. And then a Hogaak. 25, so I need to make some cuts. Because I have Hogaak and Master of Death, I feel like Survival is actually kind of good in the deck. I guess I probably do run a Root Walla here. No, it's so bad. It's such a bad card. Okay, cut the Root Walla. We have all of this. I can cut Knight of the Reliquary. Maybe I don't need Exploration. I was excited about it. I don't know if I need it. I think we just win a little bit slowly and that's fine. This is kind of a land. So this is 22. So I could still run it 23, 17 land with Exploration. Problem is with Exploration, also you want a higher land count. So I could like sideboard Unholy Heat, but that makes our removal, I guess, not that bad. We have Leyline Binding Swords, Reprieve, Fracture Identity. And then I can run 18 land with Exploration. And with Survival, I can basically turn any creature into Master of Death plus Hogaak, and then just get every creature out of my deck. Which does make me want to get this dude, because he is a 0-cost creature that enables the Hogaak loop. But I need to cut something for it. Maybe it's a Rumble. But Rumble can grab Survival. Oh, we have 6 to go with Survival, so we discard a bunch of creatures and then cast them with 6. Wait, that's sick. Okay. And given that, I'm going to ditch Exploration. And then bring back Knight of the Reliquary or Arwen. She's indestructible, gives a creature indestructible, and gives it... Sure, we'll try that. It's good with Hogaak. This, Windswept Heath. I don't even know if I want Wasteland in this deck. Maybe I sideboard it in against an opponent who has somehow a more ambitious mana base than me. And both of my fetches can grab this, and I grab the Temple Garden, so I don't think I need Jetmir's Garden. I think tap lands are pretty rough. No Swamp. Basic Island. It does let... One basic island lets me play Ancestral easier. That's interesting. We want a lot of forests. So let's add another forest. And I guess I will add Jetmir's Garden here. It does let the fetches just hit almost all of our colors, and it's pretty good with Leyline Binding. I could play Rafine's Tower because it's good with Leyline Binding over Meticulous Archive. -1 Surveil, +1 cheaper Leyline Binding is tempting, but I think the Surveil is pretty important. So we're going to run it like this. See you all round 1. I'm very excited for this deck. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. All right, we're playing against Jajiru 2. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got not the best curve, but is a turn 3 questing beast. Rumble's also pretty good. They have a hierarch. Not great. Okay, Arwen, whatever that does. We're going to put Forest in the graveyard. Don't want to draw that. How do they ponder? I don't know if it matters too much for me. Decline, so they did not shuffle off Ponder. Wow, they're ramping just a little bit harder than me. Can't even play the Chocobo before playing a land here. How devastating. Rumble. Okay, Wrenn and 6, very good on this board, but I can't cast it. So, I guess it's Mana Confluence. Go ahead. 5 mana on turn 3. Isika's Chariot. Okay. Alright. Good card. Spring Heart Nantuko. Wait, that's kinda sick. Hmm. Couple different directions to go. I could keep making more chocobos whenever a land enters. I could make a bunch of Eldrazi's when a land enters. I don't know if that matters that much. I can just play Arwen this turn and then bestow. I guess Arwen's legendary, so I can't make copies of her. Okay, let me read this. You have to pay to make copies. That doesn't really work that well. I think the play is Chocobo, land, Master of Death, and hope that we hit a Hogaak. I think that's the play. Surveil 2. I mean, it's like we could hit a Hogaak and that'd be awesome. Graveyard, graveyard. Okay. I think that was the play. If we hit Hogaak there, it's quite good for us. Bloodbraid Challenger. Wow, we're so dead. Their start. Okay, they hit a bad card at least. But their start is quite intense. I will trade off with Bloodbraid Challenger using Master of Death. But they're getting cats. Like, this is why we need Elspeth. There's nothing else. No other card in the game really could win the game from here except an Elspeth. I will trade. Pay 1 life. The One Ring. That's a pretty good one. I can get behind playing One Ring here. Get a Chocobo. I'm going to just attack with the Chocobo because I'm not going to be blocking. Draw a card. Okay, it's a lot of lands. Fractured Identity on Chariot could help. They kill my bird. Makes it much harder to play a Hogaak. But I could go Nantuko land Hogaak. Okay, you crew because you get cats. That makes total sense. Okay, what do you got? Let's draw something good. Survival of the Fittest can grab Hogaak, but that's so much mana. Let's draw. Once Upon a Time is a little bit late. Well, play an Nantuko. Like this, I guess. Play a land. I could hope to hit Hogaak off of Master of Death and just play an island here, or I could go Survival of the Fittest to grab Hogaak. I don't even think Hogaak's... I think I have to get really lucky here. Yeah, I need like another untapped creature. So let's play Master of Death and just... We gotta surveil Hogaak. I'm not winning if I play Survival, use all my mana, and don't get anywhere. There we go. Graveyard that. I don't know what this does, but we're gonna put on top, I guess. Cast Hogaak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. I have a blocker for the Chariot. No, my Glorybringer. No. Oh, dude, the opponent's just playing good cards. So they can attack with Glorybringer, exert it, hit Hogaak. I guess I could just recast Hogaak. It's actually not that bad. Oh, they're just hitting Master of Death. Am I dead? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I go to 1. If I find Elspeth, I guess topping that card was bad because Elspeth was my only out. Oh wait, they're close to dead actually. Let's get a burden counter. Can't pay 1 life for this. Yeah, keeping that card was bad. Questing Beast just stops this from blocking. We're very close to killing them. I can give Hogaak lifelink. Let's draw some cards. I think Elspeth just kills, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it doesn't kill. Okay. Let's... I wish I had a way to, like, sacrifice Hogaak. Let's play... This enchantment enters Earthbend 2. Search a library for basic land upon the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So if I play this... I need to look at what Earthbend does. Okay, Earthbend turns it into a creature, but it doesn't untap it. So I think I just have to play Arwen. Play a land. Tapped. Then they can kill me by attacking with birds if I just sit back with Hogaak. So let me attack with Hogaak. Okay. Give you lifelink. Gain 9 life. See if we can survive. Because that's a big Hogaak. That's a big dude. I could also the wandering into potentially hitting swords to plowshares if I need to. That's a lot of mana though, whatever they got. Oh, just casting Bloodbraid Challenger. Okay. Could be worse. You hit Minskin Boo? Bro! Oh my god. That's a good hit. It's a pretty good hit. Okay, am I dead right now? Arwen has lifelink. She can block this, I'll gain 3. Block, block, block. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? But I gain 3. Hang on. Arwen blocks this, and then chump, chump, chump. So all these are taken care of. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gain 3, so I basically take 5. So I'm currently not dead. Sick. Even with Minskin Boo. Just that guy. Okay. If they're just attacking with him, I'm gonna draw some cards here. There's Elspeth. I think I just win. Let me make sure I don't just... no, Elspeth I need to have lethal, right? I take 5. Let me just chump with one guy. This is plenty of damage to kill. Elspeth is so sick, dude. It's so good. Okay. Lose life here. Don't pay the life because I don't need to. Leyline Binding's also excellent. Let's go Forest. Play Elspeth. Win the game. No, you had counter magic? Uh-oh. Life gets hard. Oh, okay. We won. We won that. Okay. Sorry. Minskin Boo. Just a bunch of creatures, huh? Alright. That felt like a decent matchup for me. I mean, Elspeth is kind of better than Minskin Boo the more I think about it. At least in this matchup. I cannot believe I won that game. You know what? The green-white card that I've hated on a lot was like one of the only cards in the game that could have saved me there. A life-linking Hogaak. Pretty important. Okay, we're gonna keep this hand. It's got all the big hitters. We got Ancestral, we got Survivor. I don't remember if I'm running Untapped Islands or not, which kind of matters a little bit. Once upon a time, this is an insane hand. Holy cow! All right, cast this one. 6 Basking Rootwalla Forest Plains. It's kind of unhinged to grab Basking Rootwalla. I'm gonna grab a Forest because Windswept Heath is probably getting tapped blue-white duel. But I do need double white for Elspeth. But I need a lot of greens for survival, so I'm gonna grab Forest. Then we're gonna play Windswept Heath pass turn. Quarry Steelcutter plus creature. A little bit scary. Oh, they have Ancestral. Let me see if I have an untapped blue. I don't. So we're gonna grab this one. That's a pretty good... Their deck is insane, by the way. That's a good card. That can help me against like a Minskin Boo, but like Quarry Steelcutter into Ancestral on turn 2 is a little bit better than what I'm doing here. Because I'm just... Like, if I Ancestral, I just have to discard a bunch of cards. It's not actually doing anything productive for me. And I kind of hate that. I'm going to hold up Reprieve and or Ancestral here. I like to Reprieve a Minskin Boo. I mean, I don't, but I will... If I Reprieve that, they just get a second spell anyway. It's not a good thing to Reprieve. Yeah, that's such a bad thing to Reprieve. Quarry Steelcutter equip. Okay. Yeah, if I Reprieve that, they just recast Tarmogoyf, and it's actually actively better for them. So we're gonna have to use Ancestral and just be sad about it. This is why I say Ancestral's like not that good, right? It's fine, but I'm still dying. It doesn't solve this problem. And their Tarmogoyf is always gonna be bigger. 2 or fewer other lands. I control 2 other lands, so I can play this. Survival of the Fittest isn't gonna help that much. So Let's try and survive here with a rumble. I guess I can grab an island. Wait, there was an island in my deck. Oh, but this can't get basic island. That's the problem. That makes a lot of sense to me. Elspeth destroys creatures with mana value 3 or greater. So I could play Elspeth, downtick, and kill Tarmogoyf next turn. I can just play a Tarmogoyf this turn. That at least blocks the monk and threatens a Minskin Boo. I think that's a little bit better. And then I can use Questing Beast to deal with the Tarmogoyf next turn if I need to. They have days. Oh my god. I'm so dead. Oh my god, they have days in their deck? I am so dead. And I have to discard Master of Death to hand size. Here comes the Minskin Boo and I just die. Oh, Spellseeker. Their deck's so sick. It's so good. On the play, I don't even know if I care about Wasteland because they've had a turn 1 mana elf every single game. Yeah, we are dead. Okay, we get to be on the play finally. I like this card in general, but I just don't have the mana for it is the problem. So, run it back. But yeah, that's an example, right? I cast Ancestral and I just died. It didn't... That's why I talk about this card being just okay. I'm gonna keep this even though it's not amazing, because this can grab basic land cards. Do I want to turn 1 Rootwalla? Kinda. Kinda. No, we'll play this. If I draw Survival, I'm gonna be sad if I get rid of this. Because Survival's such a good turn 2 play. They lead on Mountain. Okay. Alright. Rootwalla, get in there. You're doing your best. So I'm down 1 damage relative to what I could have had before, but I think that's not that big of a deal. Let me attack for 1 here. Then this gives me a creature, but it's nowhere near as big as Sentinel. I'm going to play Sentinel. I got to remember they have days as well. I forgot about that until just now. Ledger Shredder plus Ignoble Hierarch. You trigger the thing. Well, Wasteland would have been good here. They finally didn't have the mana elf on turn 1. And they ditched Asika's Chariot. That's very surprising, actually. Chocobo. Alright, we are going to... Couple of directions we can go. I think just... I guess the problem is Ledger Shredder can block Sentinel. Yeah, Ledger Shredder's gonna get huge. But I think we're gonna go Chocobo into Forest, make him bigger. And they might have days, but they didn't have it last turn, so they would have had to draw it in the last 2 draw steps. I guess kind of 3 draw steps with this thing. They discard Noble Hierarch. Alright. Earthbend, so you're a creature now, I guess. Something like that. And I'm going to grab basic island, because that's the only color I don't have. And then these get huge. And then I have no good attacks. I can't attack to get a map token. Because you can't kill me. Okay, I mean, that's some power. Ledger Shredder's going to be so big. Badger Mole Cub. They turn that into a creature that can tap for mana. Why is theirs better? Also, I would like to draw Ancestral on this board. Their Ancestral is just a little bit better than mine. Whenever you tap any creature for mana, add extra mana? What the heck, dude? Why is this card so insane? This card seems terrible in comparison. I thought the Earthbend made a separate creature. I didn't realize I had to use a land to make a creature. Okay, they used all their mana. They probably attack me with Ledger Shredder. I mean, I can hit them for a sizable amount of damage here if I draw some good cards. That's a good one. Let me... Who do I want to put the map token on? Probably the Sentinel because it's the biggest and the scariest. Although, Swords into Questing Beast is extremely powerful. Let's do that. Swords, you. They have days, they have days. They haven't had it so far. They did Ancestral, but they don't have it. Great. Attack, attack, attack. Get in there, my friends. Opponent's at 23, though, so it's not like... Yeah, they have 5 cards in hand. It's not great. The Vigilance is nice, though. Okay. That kills 2 creatures. Why did that kill all of them? Did they foretell this? It never showed that. Okay, they foretold. Okay, I guess that happened. Why am I getting lands? What is happening? Yeah, it never showed them foretelling anything to me. So I guess I should have known that was coming. Okay. Yeah, there was genuinely no pop-up that said, hey, they foretold a card. I'm just dead. Alright, see you guys next round, I guess. What the hell, Magic Online? See you guys next round. I don't think I could have done much differently, but I wish I knew it was there. Hey, and I'm sorry for the interruption, but I just wanted to say this video is sponsored by me. I'm developing a game called Azoth that's on Steam right now. You can go wishlist it. It's a single-player deck-building roguelike card game where you play cards in links to solve puzzles and patterns and defeat bosses. I developed it to get the same type of experience you get when playing it like a Storm deck in Magic, but in a simplified single-player experience that's just really fun and replayable. So if that sounds fun at all to you, we've got a Steam playtest. We just finally finished the demo. We're going to start letting in new players to that soon. So you can go join that, help us make the game better. You can also join the Discord to help give us feedback on the game, any thoughts you liked or didn't like, to make the game as good as possible. Go check all those links out in the description. Otherwise, just enjoy the video. Oh, right, we're playing against Lenin008. We have Ancestral, we have Rumble. We're on the draw, and these cards don't do anything. I'm gonna mulligan. This one is much better. We're gonna keep and ditch Tarmogoyf. The mulligan here is pretty brutal, but we get to go turn 1 Chocobo, turn 2 hold up Reprieve and or cast. Oh, okay. Turn 1 Chocobo. Turn 2 Survival. Turn 3. I need to draw a green source to be able to go Hogaak plus the thing. Actually, Danny's pretty good. Let's go Island. Trigger this. I kind of want to hold up Reprieve. I don't know what they got going on. Attack for 1 here. Let's see if they flash in a creature. I think I'm going to hold up Reprieve. Survival's not great until I draw another green. And like, if they don't do anything, Chocobo gets bigger. That's fine with me. Also a very weird mana base for a Chocobo. Yeah, Reprieve you. Oh my gosh. Actually, if they hit Hogaak, it's not that bad. Let's go Archive. Surveil. 1 ring, Am I keeping that? I could keep 1 ring and play Birds. Maybe that is the play. Or I can play Survival. I'll keep 1 ring. Play the Birds. Can't cast Hogaak because I don't have enough in my graveyard. But they're gonna play Elite Spellbinder most likely, and then I can play the 1 ring. And or Ren and 6 the Spellbinder, right? Like it's not that good for them. Okay, they take. Okay, surprising. I'm not gonna play around a daze here. Yeah, we're just gonna cast the 1 ring. If I draw a land, it's great. In fact, if I draw a land, it's incredible. That's not a land. This card sucks. I tried it, because I was like, there's gotta be a reason it's in the cube. Nope, it just doesn't do anything. It's like genuinely just worse than a Cultivate. We tried it though. I was like, there's gotta be a reason. It's just bad. 4 counters is so much to get up to. Opponent's missing land drops too. Okay, that's pretty good. Play Windswept Heath. Bigger Chocobo. Fetch with Windswept Heath. Grabbing a. I don't want my life total to get too low. Do that. Let's go ahead and try out a Renin 6. Renin 6 is going to kill your thing. They airbend their thing. They can. Oh, they airbend the Chocobo. Wait, what is this? Okay, yeah, they're airbending the Chocobo, so I have to spend 2 to replay it. Sure. Then they have a 2/3 flash flying, which can then kill Renin 6. Bro. Alright, what does this give me? Just lands. Okay. Well, time for Earthbender Ascension. Uh, basic forest. I don't know. I don't know what this like. We'll see. I'm gonna fetch. If there's 4 more counters, I get a counter on a creature. They cycle eagles so they get mana. They're gonna kill Ren in 6, but I don't need the fetches anymore. In fact, getting more stuff in the graveyard is better for Hogaak. That's, I guess, good for me. A leyline binding the One Ring. Oh, perfect. I don't even take damage. Sick. Okay. Let's play the Chocobo. Then we're gonna play a fetch. Trigger this, trigger this. Fetch. Trigger the Chocobo. Get another card in my graveyard. Untapped land here, yes. Trigger, trigger. Hogaak can be played convoking with the island. Let's go survival. Discard Hogaak. To grab, what do I want to grab? Master of Death makes it very easy next turn. Oh, I can grab Basking Rootwalla. And then, yeah, that works. Grab the Rootwalla. Discard a Rootwalla. Cast with Madness. This one is going to grab. I think the easy answer is Master of Death. Then we play Hogaak, exiling everything. Tapping you dudes. Nope. Paying 1. There's a Hogaak. I'm at 9. But I can grab Questing Beast and do that thing. Teferi bounces the Hogaak. Okay. Alright, let's do this run again. Oh, I can Fractured Identity the Teferi now as well. That seems 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could just do that. Oh, that's pretty good too. We have a lot of things. Let me do this. So now Earthbender Ascension does trigger. What do I want to do? Fractured Identity, Leyline Binding. Erases it, I get the One Ring. And then I can exile Teferi. Bouncing, Leyline Binding doesn't get me that far. Let's go Forest. I can make Chocobo huge. Let me... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can cast Fractured Identity. But nothing they have is that scary right now, so I think we're going to play it a little slow. Ditch Master of Death. I can cast it. Let's ditch a Hogaak, actually. Ditch that. Let's grab Town Greeter. Cast a Town Greeter. Hogaak's coming back. I don't want any of these. Then let's cast Hogaak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I still have to pay 1? Rude. Cast him again. I should have played Ancestral first, I guess. Hogaak's down. Let's play out our Forest. Okay, I can give something Trample, which will be you. Then I will attack Teferi here. Teferi down. Next turn, I can get Arwen to gain life. Birds of Paradise can chump block. I don't think I'm gonna die here. Famous last words. I guess I will just discard this here. To grab... Arwen's just the best card right now, surprisingly, because of the lifelink. And indestructible, I guess. If they have, like, Wrath of God or something. Okay, they're definitely clearing the board here, which is unfortunate for me. Okay. Wrath of God. They all die. Oh, sick! Okay, I get this back and Arwen gets bigger, I guess. Guess what? Hogaak's back. Get this back? Yes. Tarmogoyf. Sick. Let me discard you. Grab Questing Beast. 2, 3, 4. Play this. Play a land. Not gonna tap it. Make you bigger. Make you bigger so I can gain life. Oh no, she taps when she attacks! Oh, can't undo that. That was a mistake. I wanted to recast Hogaak. I did gain a ton of life though, so maybe it's fine. They're at 6. So if they play anything, I still have this hanging out. Like I know it's there. They just haven't played anything that I want to kill. Oh, that just shrunk it. Okay. You're there. I can play this at any time. Okay. Pending the questing beast. So it's Justin Arwin now. You go to 2. Get this dude back. I'm not playing Ancestral because I don't want to deck myself. this, this. Play you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need one more card into my graveyard, which will be that one. Put this one on top, I guess. Play a forest. Give you trample. Play out my Tarmogoyf. Cast Hogaak. 3, 4, 5. Attack you for 5. Good luck, you're at 1. You have another Wrath effect, that'd be so sick. You don't, okay. Blue-white control. Prismatic Ending, Wrath of God, Teferi. This is such a good matchup for the survival of the fittest. Holy cow. Potentially a good matchup for a currency converter. Although I'm not entirely sure. That's pretty dirtily. Honestly, though, I think it's a good matchup for this. Bring that in, and then don't actually play it. I didn't show them Ancestral either, so they don't know about that. Yeah, these hands we can't do. Here's Ancestral with no blue. I think I just gotta believe. Ditch one of my forests. Okay. Oh boy. Leyline Binding's gonna cost 1 less for each land type. It's gonna cost 3 mana. Okay. They're holding up something. Blue? Rumble! Let's go. You can counter this, that would be devastating. But I still gotta run it out there. What is going on? Miscalc. Rough. But eventually, we're going to draw blue, and we're going to draw Resolve Ancestral against what I assume to be a very dirtily deck. Never mind, Oko. I can Leyline Binding the Oko at least. So, there's that. They don't get anything yet. One major difference between Oko and Minsk and Boo. Oko does not make a 4/4 immediately. You gotta wait a turn. Okay. That's new. So they make a 3/3, and they have counter magic up potentially. Okay. Let's remember the text on Questing Beast. Okay, I'm just dead if they counter this. Pretty close to dead. We'll see. I need to draw Survival or a blue source in the next, like, 2 draw steps, because Oko's kind of gross. Ugh. Okay, that's pretty bad. Now, Hogaak doesn't even do it. They did forget to uptick their Teferi, though, and that's a blue source. So, maybe? There's hope, right? He enters with 4? Yeah. They can trade a food token for my birds, which would be kind of rough. Yeah. I get a food, though. I mean, if I draw blue, they have 1 card at hand. They uptick to fairy, so they're just not even using it. If their last card is like counterspell, I'm just so dead. Alright, Chocobo. I mean, sure. We'll like they're not hitting me for that much damage. Yet. This card has been pretty bad so far. I'm not a big fan of it. Tamio gets back counterspell. Okay, it's just a mana leak. I mean, it's only 3 damage. They're really, really being slow here. Eventually this is gonna get scary. But like I have quite a few turns to draw anything interesting. Attack Tamio. They trade off the bird. Okay. Surprising. Take 6. Pretty unlikely. There's like 2 blue cards in the whole deck, but I get to see more of their deck, which is like Planeswalker Bonanza. Wrath of God and Sunfall? Bro. and Big Teferi. Okay, they are all in on this. Wrath of God and Sunfall. Holy cow. Still no blue. Okay, definitely bringing this in. Now that I've seen everything. I really want to bring in Wasteland on the play. And we're gonna cut... I mean, the root wall is pretty bad. Elspeth's good, Questing Bee's good, One Ring good. Arwen doesn't matter that much because indestructible... Does she give something else indestructible? No. You remove an indestructible... Oh, she can give anything. Okay, that's actually not bad. Then they have to play something better than Wrath. Knight also hits pretty hard. This card is so bad. It's completely worthless. So not that. Do I just run a Kappa Cannoneer? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So not that. Uh-oh, I don't have much time. Sorry, I had to help my wife pick a grocery list. And I didn't even fully do everything I should have. I think Town Greeter lets me Hogaak, but Hogaak's not even that good against them. We need Knight of the Reliquary in, and I think Master of Death is cool, but such a liability. But it is good with Currency Converter, so I like that, and I'm gonna cut... Oh my god, I don't have time. We're gonna cut this. Sorry, real life's more important than this. Okay, this hand sucks. This hand has no green, but it's got some stuff. It's really slow, but it does have the One Ring. I'm gonna keep this. One Ring's so good. I'm gonna ditch Arwen. They mulliganed. Great. Green? That's not a green creature. It sucks putting win cons in the graveyard too. Dude, you have a Mox? That's rough. This is such a different start than I saw last game. It's like a different deck. I feel like turn 1 Demonic Tutor when you don't know what you're getting is rough, but on the bright side, I think my wife is getting me some fried chicken and maybe a pizza, so... I'm at that stage where like you've been sick for a while and then your body is so depleted of all nutrients that you're just endlessly hungry. So we're just gonna eat a ton of food. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm way more interested in this fried chicken than I am in beating like Teferi Oko nonsense deck. But let me reprieve this and please draw an untapped green. That would be amazing. You have days? Bro. Bro. Oh. We're never beating this. Because now I make Oko, they just turn it into a 3-3. Or they make Hogaak. Hogaak becomes a 3-3. Untapped Island. I can't even cast. I'm just conceding. I'm gonna go eat some chicken and come back fresh. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against SMHJ. Go first. This is a hand. Oh, this is a hand. Survival. We do have to lose a questing beast, but that's okay. This is an army in a can. Go ahead. Well, if it isn't Mr. Ganon, hello. Wasteland? Bro, stop! Ah, please, can I draw? I think I'm running 18 lands. I would like to retract my hello. Oh my god, can I... If I get mana screwed again in a deck that I'm pretty sure is running 18 lands, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna get mana tithed. That would be kind of sick, actually. Okay. Alright, deck. Just a land, please. They have an Oliphant. Man, my hand went from being like really solid to just absolute garbage with one Wasteland. Fear of missing out. Love it. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I'm back to enthused. Opponent's doing cool stuff over there. Oh my god. Alright, discard a Hogaak. Can I just play the game, please? Ooh, City of Traders. Okay. Okay, I'm just so dead, man. Like, if I draw a land, it's gotta be swords for the headliner. Because they're just drawing cards every turn. I do draw a land. Forest. I mean, I just rumble, I guess? I don't know. Rumble for another land, but just be sad about it. Razorverge Thicket is untapped, I guess. A little bit slow, But next turn I can go Nantuko plus the thing, make a Hogaak, and then swords maybe? Like, we got possibilities. I might even just have to chump block with the Eldrazi spawn. Unless this is like Fable. It's pretty gross. It's quite gross. Mako. Not scary yet, but it will grow next turn. I think I have to chump because next turn I'm going to go Nantuko, land, Convoke Hogaak, swords. And I just have to preserve my life total as much as possible. Nantuko. If they have Mana Tithe, I'm also so dead. Which they probably do because they watch me play. I wouldn't be mad if I lose to Mana Tithe here. Nice. I mean, I can't not do that, right? I can't. This is why Mana Tithe is so good. I can't play around it. I'm dying. I need this land drop to do the thing. Yeah, okay. Their deck is good. All right. Aggro deck. I feel like our matchup's all right. This card, get out of there. Card sucks. play. Let's play real cards. Knight of the Reliquary. I guess I could have not chumped with the Scion to play around Mana Tithe, but there's kind of like the thing, if you're losing badly, right? I needed a lot of things to go right to come back into that game. You can't play around your opponent having things. You just have to be like, if everything goes right, I could play these cards and win. I have Once Upon a Time, so I gotta trust it. But the lands in this, maybe I gotta check. Maybe I'm not playing enough lands. Because if I'm playing 17 lands, this is an incredibly unlucky league. But we'll see. Once Upon a Time. Opponent mulliganed. I will take a Stomping Ground. Play Bird. Okay. Are they gonna tithe me? They might, which would be sick. But I can't play around it here, really. Great. They don't always have it. Was really hoping for a land, but I guess instead I'm going to grab 6 because it's pretty good against red decks, and it can help me find a green source. Or a white source, I mean. Tithe there would have also been so devastating. Wasteland is so gross, dude. But they're not. If I draw a land here, it's actually pretty bad for them. And I do. It is a blue land, which I can't use to do... No, I can. Okay, it's great, actually. Attack with the bird. I am going to risk the Mana Tithe, because what else am I going to do? Great. Was really hoping for no tithe there. I was faking it, lol. Ah, there's the GT. Okay. I think one thing I will say... Oh my god. This is just a Hogaak. One thing I will say, GT is pretty bad if you're playing it before the creature. You generally want to play the creature first. Man, I could get really... It's not even greedy, really, to attack with 6 here. If I hit a land card, I think if they exile Hogaak, I need to hit a land. Let's attack with 6. I don't know. It's pretty good just to jam Hogaak here, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. It doesn't kill next turn anyway, so I guess I will attack with just 6. If I hit an untapped white source, I can then play Arwen and then convoke Hogaak. Grab a forest. I can play Town Greeter. That can grab Windswept Heath. Much better. I will play Windswept Heath. Fetch. Giant Chocobo! Let me... Temple Garden. Untapped. Play Hogaak. With all my lands. Pretty good. And I have swords up. Love it. The lowly Rootwalla hanging out. Oh well. We can go... This. He gets bigger. I'm just gonna... I don't know. They could have Mana Tithe, I guess. We are going to Swords the Rootwalla. Hit you for a whole lot of damage. Oh, they didn't even let me attack! Okay, we survived Wasteland. I guess I'm running 16 lands plus Once Upon a Time, so sort of low, but it's not like, no, it's not even that low. Like, this is in your opening hand effectively a land. Love you made Hogaak work. Work is a strong word for it, but Hogaak is definitely in the deck. uh, yeah, I think I just run it. 16 land. They are running Wasteland, which has destroyed me twice, but oh well. I could cut the Root Walla, but come on, you gotta run Root Walla Survival. Okay, yeah, this hand's great. Less weak to Wasteland. I can go turn 1 Birds, turn 2 Chocobo. Keep this. Okay, nothing turn 1 from them. They put on top, I don't like that. Master of Death. This deck needed a Bazaar of Baghdad so badly. Just don't kill the bird. Don't kill the bird. Oh! He's in! Okay. We got a lot of options now. I'm gonna Chocobo. Chocobo, and then Confluence. If they have Mana Tithe, it's gonna hit something. I'd rather have it hit Meticulous Archive than the One Ring. Or Malevolent Rumble, I mean. Rumble it up. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna grab 6 and be very sad about it. But this makes, if I can resolve Ren in 6, it's gonna be pretty good having those 2 fetches in the graveyard. The little Chocobo is quite the menace. Okay, I can currently still cast Ren in 6. Ammon Ferric. Okay, that card I still think is bad. I still think it's not good. If you're living the dream, it's great. I might die to it here, but I still am low on it. Okay, we do draw a land. A lot of options here. I can play the One Ring. I can shock into Temple Garden and play a 6. I can play Ren in 6, get back a fetch, and make this thing bigger. I think I'm gonna Meticulous Archive. Yeah, nothing I want to flashback with 6. One Ring is okay, but they're not scaring me too much yet. And 6 is the best card. I think I'm gonna shock this in. Get a bigger dude. Play this thing. Which does have reach. So we can trade off with Cam and Ferric, I guess. That gives me some insurance. It's also funny how many times, first of all, that I've drawn this Master of Death, but also how many times I've cast the Master of Death in this deck with like no black sources, right? I will block. Oh no, the reach. They always forget. Poor opponent. This is like the most forgettable line of text on this card. So, very unfortunate for them. They don't have Mana Tithe up, so we play the One Ring here. Draw. Untapped Forest. So I can retrace something. I should have played it first, I guess. Oh well. Get Scalding Tarn back. Never mind. Let me play this. Get bigger. And we'll just hold the Scalding Tarn to grow this. They're pretty dead here, I think. I don't even have to get Hogaak. I really want to show them survival of the fittest. We'll see, though. Keen. Oh, that's pretty good. Never mind. Not just dead. Yep, that stops, yep. Stops Ren in 6 from working as well. Grab my last untapped blue. I get my other fetch. Draw a card. Arwen's pretty good. Let's draw some more. Ancestral's pretty good. Yeah, let's Ancestral. Well, that's like a lot of cards. Let me... Knight of the Reliquary is going to be so big. Let's go Knight of the Reliquary into Ren in 6. Attack with these two. Grab a Plains. Okay, grab a Forest, I guess. Yeah, Knight's just so big, right? You take 5, you go to 9. This card is... I think if I was playing this instead of that dumb Earthbending card, I would probably be in a much better spot. Because this also ramps you. You play it, next turn I can sacrifice a land to get an untapped land, so I'll have +1 net mana. This is also repeatable landfall triggers. It's so sick. They can hit me for 7 here and make knight smaller. But if they're exiling cards to make the knight smaller, then you know, Keen Eyed Curator isn't getting bigger because it only has one mat like type among lands I control. Or there's only one type among cards exiled. So if they had exiled Reprieve and Springheart Nantuko, this could be a 7/7 right now, and they could kill Ren and 6. So, opponent, if you're watching this, I believe it depends on what's in your hand, but I'm pretty sure the correct line was to make this a 7/7. Knight of the Reliquary would be a 5/5. Leyline Binding, yeah, that's pretty good. Can I do something fun? I think so. I want to do something fun and get a lot of Knight of the Reliquaries. Cast with Bestow and Retrace here. Although they're gonna eat all of my things. Whatever. Hang on. Let me draw some cards first. Once upon a time. Oh, just Elspeth? Alright, fine. Fine. Elspeth flying. She just does the thing. Quite a few cards in my hand. This was a one-ring victory for sure. It turns out opponent didn't matter what you did. I just drew. Nice, GG. Thanks for the content. GG's. And thank you so much. Love that I got tithed by a believer. Oh, man. Yeah. So, overall, the deck, really, it was like mana problems that caused us to lose. I don't think the build was bad. It definitely was short of a couple things, but majorly we just got screwed by mana a lot. We also like we drew Master of Death a lot of times, and that is the risk of putting it in your deck. Like the idea is you have Master of Death so that if you ever draw Survival, you can do the Master, like you can go grab Master of Death. But we ended up just drawing this as a dead draw most of the time. Same with the Root Wallow. So yeah, that this card was horrible. I don't it just there's a lot of text and I was like, I'm gonna try this new card, and it just is like a cultivate with card disadvantage basically. And then Knight of the Reliquary I should have been playing instead of this. That would have helped tremendously. And I think another like 1-mana elf probably would have helped this deck a lot. Only having one is pretty rough. So another 1-mana dork. But overall, I mean, this build was close to doing some things. I think survival, if we had ever drawn it, would have been sick. The recall, the one time I played it, I lost, I think. So take of that what you will. Thanks for watching. See you next time.